food trucks, like Purple Carrot or Trailer Park?
I've done a couple stories with them.
Have you? Good. Because those kids do an awesome job. And they both used my cheese for a couple years since I've been around, and I'm so impressed the commitment they make to source that local food. But you taste that food, it's absolutely amazing. You can tell.
The way food should taste.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is where it all starts. Hey babies, you waking up? Want to go see your brothers and sisters? Sometimes they have a sucking action. Oh, yeah. Is your sister, she won't let you out, huh? Hear that?
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah, that girl. Are you hungry? How about if I go get you some groceries? We need girls. All right, good girl. This is nice. You know what to do. Good girl. Okay, puppies. So my milking this time of year gets interrupted like this. You know, you do what you gotta do and have them 18-hour days. I'm going to put you over here with these other newbies. Look at her sucking on her sister. She says, where's my groceries? Where's my groceries? Come on over here. Here's some other babies. You talk to these babies. And I'll be back in a bit. Okay.
Better see what's going on.
Yes.
So, looks like, is she's still due?
So, this one, she's not due for another month. There's only one left. Well, two left, these two. So, now these girls, in the fall, when the baby girls are getting ready to be bred, they'll be out on this pasture, this year's girls. And then in the fall, I put them out with the milking does. And it's hilarious because you have all these old ladies and these young girls that think they know everything and can do everything, and they establish their pecking order and they get introduced, and so then they're all one big herd. So then everybody gets bred and they're together in the fall. But right now, during the winter, because these girls are still growing, I feed them differently than I do the milking does that aren't growing, because I don't want them to get too fat. But these girls need more nutrition. Like I said, they're still going to grow. These goats will grow for 2-3 years. And like I said, they're only a year old now.
How long do they live?
They can live and be milked until they're 8, 9, 10, I've heard. I have a very young herd. I think the oldest doe I have here is 6. And she's still So anyway, what I normally do is during the day, these girls that have freshen go out with the big milkers, and then at night I bring them back in. And then we've got 3 more does that have babies, and we're done. Then we'll be done for the year. Then everybody will be out there together, the first fresheners along with the milkers. Okay, let's go get you some warm water.
If you love what you do, then that line sort of blurs between work and play.
The main thing, that's very true, but it's got to be sustainable. It just has to be. I mean, the bottom line is I got to pay my bills. Is mid-Michigan or the Midwest ready or able or willing, you know, to support small farmers? See, I'm 50, and I grew up on the 80-acre family farm. You know, my grandpa came over here from Italy, and those people were all poor peasant people, and to get over here they had to have a job and a place to live and a sponsor. So they came over one by one, and he stayed on that farm and raised a family there. And I was fortunate, I look back, I was fortunate to be able to be a part of that, but I was also at the tail end of it, because I saw where you could no longer raise a family on that small farm. You know, and he sold it, and then he retired, and I remember my dad saying, it was hard work. It's hard work. And my dad had no interest in trying to make it with his family. He had 4 kids. So that was a big transition. And the farms got bigger and bigger, and they got more like corporations. You know, this is the 70s and 80s, and the whole farm scene changed huge. So we're actually come full circle, really, because now we're seeing if these little farms, and the definition of farm is changing too. I mean, there's urban farms and urban gardens that, you know, to me is new concept, because it's not the type of farm I'm familiar with, but it's going to change, and that's okay. But are small farms sustainable? Can I make a living milking goats, making a value-added product right here on my 15 acres? Can I pay the bills? I don't know. There's produce companies, there's CSAs, and we're right up here seeing there's so much going on in the food world. There's so much going on, whether it's health or environment or cost or, I mean, you can go so many different ways with that. Because of our environment, because of the plains and the rich soil and, you know, what this country's been blessed with, I mean, we've learned to make, you know, a type of food. You never heard the word sustainability 10 years ago? I dare almost say 5, but that's, I mean, you're starting to hear it then. You never heard that word. It meant nothing. As long as you could ship lettuce. I mean, I remember you didn't get strawberries in the winter. You waited till June, and you had 2 weeks to get strawberries, and you canned and froze and ate strawberries because that's when they were there. There were no strawberries all season long. They didn't come in from California in the winter. You know, I remember that. And so, yes, we can do it, but is it the right thing to do? If it costs us $5,000 to haul a semi-load of lettuce here in the winter, when we're the 6th largest greenhouse space in the United States, you know, is there something we can do here to kind of prolong that? I don't know. Eating seasonally, eating healthy, eating more sustainable is huge. Is the Midwest ready for it? I don't know.
Maybe we have sort of a responsibility to choose to, you know, not eat certain
That's
things.
a very valid point. But I tell you what, you try telling these baby boomers that. You know, there's a lot of people my age, I mean, change can be hard for some people. But my concern is people my age, or these baby boomers or whatever, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of unhealthy people. And I'm not saying, even if you don't do this for the environment or anybody else, do it for yourself. Because there's a lot of unhealthy people out there. And if you want to go that route, if you want to go the route of insurance, or if you want to go the route of the green, the footprint, I mean, look at any different way. It's just, but we all have to be accountable for that. This is farmstead cheese. That means I only use my milk. I don't bring in any outside milk. So it's milk right from the farm. It goes 28 feet to that plant to make those products. So I've only had one person in 4 years ask me why my cheese costs what it does. I said, I can't compete with that stuff in the store from out of the country. I can't. I have to buy the feed, I have to make the pastures, I have to raise them. I mean, I'm doing all of it right here, but it's coming from right here. And the only thing I'm bringing in is feed, because I'm not big enough to make my own feed. So there's only so much you can do. So if it's a product people want or need, that's fine. I think a lot of people, one thing that surprises me, the younger people, and there's a lot of younger people that didn't grow up with that Sunday chicken roast and don't know how to, but they want to know, they want to learn, they want to learn to can. You know, that stuff I grew up, I took for granted. I never bought a loaf of bread till I was 20. I mean, my grandma made bread every day. She fed but people are willing to buy it, so that's good. And not everybody has time to make and can, and that's fine. We don't spend near the amount of money on food that other countries have to. I mean, you go to Europe, and I'm just familiar with some areas, they have to spend a whole lot more of their income on food than we do. Like I said, we're good at making cheap food. Is that necessarily the best thing? I mean, it frees up our money to spend it on other things. But are we spending it on our cholesterol prescription? Or are we spending it on a doctor's visit? Or are we spending it on an exercise class?
Yeah.
You know? That's how I look at it.